I'm going to pass these out just like I would at my shows. So we'll say you guys are the guests at the show. Okay? So I pass out the cards. There are 10 cards. They're numbered 1 through 10 because my demo has 10 steps. So you guys are going to walk us through everything that you see today. So through this activity, you're going to learn about the products. You're going to learn about our hostess plan. Maybe, can you be my hostess today? Heather's my hostess. This is Heather, everybody. Hi. Thanks for inviting everybody. This is my biggest show ever. Most people don't have a living room this big, so it works out. So Heather's my hostess today. So you're going to learn about our hostess plan. So you might learn from Heather why she's doing what she's doing today. And you're also going to learn about our representative plan, so you can learn a little bit about why I do what I do. So, and when we get to your card, there are 10 cards. You'll read the picture side first. You'll notice there's a picture side and then a word side. Read the picture side first, and then I'll direct you when to turn it over onto the back. Now, I will say this too. As everybody came in, I give them a folder. And everybody always says, what do you put in your folders? So I brought 3 of them. So everybody doesn't get a folder today, but I'm going to pass these around. I'm just going to start them on different rows. Just if you want to pass them up and down the rows as we're going here. If it doesn't get all the way to the back, I'll keep them in the back afterwards so that you guys can look through them. But if you want to see exactly what I put in my folders, here, just pass one back. Take one, pass this way, and then the other 2 back that way. You guys can look at my folders. So sitting here, everybody has a folder at my shows, right? So we're just going to get started. Who has number 1? I do. And what's number 1 say?
Be the star of the show.
Star of the show. Who do you guys think the star of today's show is?
Hostess.
Heather, you're the star. I keep thinking I should get a tiara or something. Big stars coming out of it. One of these days I probably will. But you are the star of the show. You went to Sally's party a few weeks ago. Was that the first party you had been to? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so. So you saw the catalog, loved everything, and decided to book a party. So I think you probably knew this at the time, but you knew that you'd get free products. Plus, you also knew that you were going to help your friend Sally get more free products. So there's lots of reasons to book parties, but I think if you turn your card over on the back, you have a question for Heather.
What is the biggest item on your wish list?
The cube. The cube. Okay. Almost all my hostesses want the cube. This is what she's talking about. We're going to talk about the cube here in a little bit. But I will tell you, the cube, do you remember how much the cube costs? They're $90. Most of my hostesses earn between $150 and $200 free. So, I mean, you'll earn enough free to be able to get 2 cubes free if you want. Or if you want to get 1 cube free and then lots of other stuff. So you're going to get some pretty good shopping for hostesses. So, what's it say at the bottom of your card?
After she answers, point to a basket from the display.
It says, point to a basket from the display. Which basket would you like to point to? This one? Okay, she pointed to this basket. And we're actually going to talk about these 3 at the same time because they come in a set. This is called our starter set. And we're not actually going to do this because that just adds time. But you guys will be able to see. What I want you ladies to do is think of your own home. We're going to do this basket first and then this basket. But I want you to think of this basket and share some ideas of how you could use it in your home. And every idea that you think of, Heather's going to give you another ticket for the door prize. So who has an idea for this? And then they'll list, I don't care how many they list, they get a ticket which costs next to nothing. So they might list 10 ideas for this basket, right? So I let them do all the ideas. And then when we're done with that basket, we're going to do the same with this one. What could you do with this basket? And every time they share an idea, they get a ticket for the door prize. Okay? All right. Let's move on to number 2. Who has number 2? And what's number 2 say?
It's party time.
It is party time. Party time. I always call this like a girls' night out. It's our chance to get together with the girls and just sit back, relax, and have fun. You don't have to worry about, I don't know, what's the next load of laundry going in or whatever. All that stuff's at home. We're just here to have a good time. So, again, we thank Heather for inviting us into her home and giving us the opportunity to do that. And then what's it say on the back of your card?
Point to a basket from the display.
Point to a basket from the display.
Around like the
Okay, she's going to point to this basket. So again, I'll do the same thing. Is this not a beautiful basket? This is, I just started carrying this to my shows instead of the one that's in the showcase. Not that I don't like that one, but this is one of those that I thought, well, I'll switch it out for a little bit. I love this basket. I love this basket. I love this basket. Look how pretty it is, though. So we'll do the same thing with this basket. How would you use this basket in your home? And every time they share an idea, they get what? A ticket for the door prize. Do I care how many ideas they share?
Nope.
No. Am I worried about the cost of that little ticket I'm giving them?
Nope.
No. So I'll let them share as many ideas as they want to. Okay, number 3. Who has number 3?
Savvy shopper.
Savvy shopper. We have how many of you feel like you're a savvy shopper? Like you're a good shopper, you like a good deal. Okay, we have a program just for you guys. We call it the Savvy Shopper Program. And what it is it's a program that allows you to organize a little bit at a time every month. So for those of you who, when we were talking about where you need to organize, you said your whole house, this is for you because you can get a set a month for 6 months. And it's a great program to help you really kind of not have to worry about your whole house all at once, but do a little bit at a time, which is a lot easier. And then what's it say in the back of the card?
It says, first person to shout out the page of the Savvy Shopper program gets 2 tickets.
I don't know if you guys heard that in the back, but it says the first person to shout out the page of the Savvy Shopper gets 2 tickets. So they're looking through the catalog, finding the Savvy Shopper, because remember everybody has a catalog, even though you guys don't all today. They're looking through it to find the Savvy Shopper, so then I can let them know what the kits are, what the different packages are, the 2 different sizes, and I can explain it from there. Got it?
She's
Number 4. Who has number 4? Get it free.
Oh.
Get it free. How do you guys think you can get it free?
in here.
Host
Me and
the
my
show.
coffee.
We already talked about Heather today
wait.
is booking her party because she wanted to get some free shopping. So what's it say on the back of your card?
Free shopping for our hostess is just for hosting.
Our hostesses get free shopping. Host a party, get free shopping if you like it. And,
Point to a basket from the display.
okay, which one would you like to point to?
Divided.
This one? She pointed to the divided caddy. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, all of our baskets are different from what you're probably used to seeing out there because they're all wired. They all have a wire frame. So whether it's this style or this style that you're seeing, or even a couple of others that we have in the catalog that I don't have here today, they have a wire frame which adds a lot of strength to these baskets. You guys can put anything into these baskets and they're going to hold up to it. I call this one our potato chip basket. My potato chip basket. Not that I put potato chips in it, but because I can't have just one. I have a lot of these in my house. So we'll do some quick ideas again. How would you use this basket in your home? And of course they get a ticket. Okay, you guys are catching on fast. Okay, was that number 4?
Yes.
Okay, number 5.
Live your dream.
Live your dream. That's actually talking about my job because I really do feel blessed to be doing what I do. I feel lucky to have found this company when I found it, and I feel like it's been the perfect job for me for 20 years. So I'm going to give you the chance to learn about this job. So what do they get to do now?
Oh, ask Tammy questions about this job and company. They
Right.
get double tickets.
Double tickets. And that's what it says on the back. They can ask me anything they want to know about my job and the company, and they get double tickets, 2 tickets per question. So, just in case you guys, some of the common questions that I hear, I'll hear how long have you been doing this. I'll hear, and you just tell them. I hear a lot. Almost every time I do a party, I hear, how many shows do you do? Do you guys ever hear that question? And that, I just answer. I say, I like to do 6 to 8 a month, but that's my schedule. I know people who do 1 a month. I know people who do 20 a month. The company doesn't have like a quota or a certain number that we have to do, so it's completely up to us how many we do. I love when they ask me about, do you want me to pass this? Folder?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't look at it yet.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
Oh.
that's okay.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You
Let
look
me
at
look real quick.
Okay, you look at that. That's fine.
You're being
I
timed.
forgot.
I just stopped sitting and I thought, oh, well, we may as well keep it moving. Now I can't remember what I was just saying. Oh, and if they're kind of, sometimes the questions just come rolling out. Sometimes I have to prompt them, but if I have to prompt them, I'll answer anything. And then they'll say, okay, how much money do you need? And they say it kind of as a joke, but I'll answer that. I just let them know on average we make $125 a show. And keep in mind, a show is a couple hours at the party and then maybe an hour at home. That's pretty good money. So, and then of course, build a team. You can make more. I don't go into that a lot because most of them aren't wondering about that. They're not worried about that. But if you can come home with over $100 a show, I mean, just put that number in their mind, and that's pretty easy. If people have been to parties before, they always ask me about the trips, and I encourage that because the trips, I love the trips. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've gone on a trip every year. I've never missed a vacation. So I'll let them know about some of the trips I've been on if they want to know. I'll answer anything, though. So, but they're getting 2 tickets every question. So that, they're asking, some of them ask silly questions, but I don't care. It's 2 tickets. I'm not worried about the cost. Okay, number 6. Who is number 6?
Me again. Focus of the month.
Oh, we offer you a different focus every month. And we do that kind of as a way to allow you to see a new tip every time you go to a party. So this month's focus is first impressions. This is what that first thing that your friends and family and guests see when they walk into your house. In your folder, some of you have, I don't know where the folders are, but there's a flyer there that says first impressions. Can somebody tell me what the tip number 1 is on that?
Decorate the door.
Decorate the door. Do you guys put things on your doors? Mm-hmm. Put things on your doors. I know so many people who have even those like the wooden door hangers, and they keep them in the storeroom. Don't put it in the storeroom. Put it on your door. It could be a door hanger. It could be a wreath. Wreaths are beautiful indoors. You could even do, I guess I don't have it here. We have one of my favorite pieces in the catalog. This is one of our vases, but we have one of these that's a half vase. So it's like got a flat back so you can hang it on the wall or on a door. Put some grass in it, and then if you want to decorate it seasonally, you can just put a seasonal flower in front of it, and you have a really pretty wall hanging for your door. It can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to do a door hanger, just do this. And then when summer's over, take out your summer flower and put in a pretty fall flower. And then when fall's over, take out your fall flower and put in a pretty poinsettia. I mean, you don't have to make it complicated. Make it simple, and it's just really welcoming. Now, whoever has the tips, the first impression tips, I'm going to have you skip number 2, and what's number 3 say? Who has a folder?
Enhance the entryway.
Number 3.
Number 3. Let's take a picture of your awesomeness.
Clear the entryway clutter. We're going to do 3 before 2 because you have to get rid of the clutter first, right? So once they open the door, picture what's in your entryway. What's the first thing they see? The pile of shoes, the pile of bills on the table, whatever it is that's the first thing that they see, clear it. If it's a pile of shoes, throw them in the cube. If it's a pile of bills or mail, throw them in a basket. Whatever that clutter is that they see, clear it. And then you can do number 2. What's number 2, Dawn?
What's number 2?
Enhance the entryway. It could be a wall hanging. It could be a mirror. We have a beautiful ultimate frame that you can put a mirror in if you want a mirror in the entryway. It could be, if you have a table, like an entryway table, put a centerpiece on it with a runner with your colors. Just do something to make your entry beautiful, and when that's the first thing that they see when they walk in, it's going to make a big difference. I already forgot. Who had number 6?
Me.
Okay, what's it say in the back then?
Point to a basket from the display.
Okay, which basket would you like to point to?
That little one.
This one.
Yes.
This is called our small caddy, and I know this one is small, but I will tell you this is one of the handiest baskets in the catalog. I have like 30 of these in my kitchen, and I'm not exaggerating. It's over 30. So, what are some ideas of what you could do with this? We're going to go back to 1 ticket per idea. You don't get a ticket, Sharon.
Will you tell us your ideas of what you have in your 30?
I have them in my silverware drawer.
Okay, perfect.
So they're lined in my silverware drawer, and I love them because if we're having company and I just need the forks out, I can just grab the basket of forks.
That's a great idea.
I also have these in my junk drawer, so it's
Yeah.
lined in the junk drawer to organize the junk. I have 2 of them with medicines. I have 2 of them with spices, the little spices. I have them in my drawer with my small kitchen utensils, so the measuring spoons, paring knives, all that stuff.
Good.
how can they help her out?
2 bookings will get tonight's host double shopping.
Yes. When we get 2 bookings tonight, Heather gets double shopping. So if you like the products, if you're thinking it would be fun to have some friends over, book a party. Do it. We'll have a lot of fun, and you'll help Heather get more free, and you'll get some free stuff yourself when you have your own show. Okay, number 8.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time.
shopping.
I'm just
I love
repeating
it.
them. I usually don't at my shows, but in case you guys can't hear it in the back. I think you might have a question for me.
Are there any specials for guests or hosts?
Specials for guests or hosts? Good question. We do have a couple guest specials this month, actually. This is our first one. This is called our mini organizer. We'll do some quick ideas for tickets again. Ticket. And then here's how you can get this basket. This is a bonus buy. So the way that you can get this basket is when you as a guest purchase $40 from the catalog, you can get this for $11. So these are really great baskets. And you can get 1 or 2 of them. It is a limit of 2 per order. And then we also have a second guest special this month. We don't have it every month, but it is our most popular guest special that we ever run. And they're called surprise grab bags. And the way that surprise grab bags work is, again, when you purchase $40 from the catalog, you can get a surprise grab bag from the company. It's worth $100, but you only pay $25 for it. And they're really good. I love them. Yeah. I have people walk into my shows, and that's the first thing they say. Do you have surprise grab bags this month? They want them every month. We don't have them every month, but we do have them this month.
Counts for sales for the hostess.
And it's still, the
Yeah.
$25 still counts for your commission and the hostess's sales. Yes.
Can you give 3 examples of what would be in a surprise bag?
Oh, I've seen everything in them. People will ask that,
Okay.
but I've seen everything in them. I've seen baskets, I've seen runners, I've seen candles, I've seen pictures, I've seen wall hangings. I mean, literally, it could be anything. And I don't even know what's in it. It's a surprise to me, too.
So it's not just one item.
No, usually there are 5 or 6 different items within the grab bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is every grab bag the same
Thank
for
you.
the month?
Typically on the show, they're the same, yes. Okay.
99% have a runner. I've actually never seen one.
And then she gets to point to a basket, so she saved the best for last, which is the cube. So, of course, we'll do a lot of ideas for the cube. That one gets tickets as well. And then here's, whichever one of these is second, that's when I let them know. You can buy the cube by itself, you can get the starter set by itself, or if you want, you can get all 4 of them together in a set that's called the cube set. And I do think the cube set's the best buy in the whole catalog, because when you get it as a set, they actually have a discount on it. You
Right.
get all 4 of these baskets. 2 of these, this one, and the cube for $120.
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
It's a really good deal.
We did that in UK.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
All of that, everything up there you see is riches.
Okay, number 9. Just 3 easy steps. We offer you something that we call 3 easy steps to style. So, how many of you feel like you're really good decorators? Usually about 1 or 2
She
hands.
pointed
go
at
up.
me.
Seriously. So out of the
Yeah.
10 people, probably 8 of them don't feel like they're really good decorators.
Right.
And I don't consider myself a really good decorator either, but I'm a really good copier. So, how many of you can copy? Yes. So, if you feel like you don't know where to start, I'm going to break it down into 3 easy steps. So, what are the 3 easy steps?
Organize, colorize, and accessorize.
Organize, colorize, accessorize. Organize, we've already done a ton of organizing ideas, so hopefully you can see how you can get some of those things organized. Colorize and accessorize, I think, work together, but that's when you start to bring in the colors that you love. I have a beautiful centerpiece here. Some of you have already noticed the centerpiece. This is done in earth tones, and if you're thinking it's a really pretty centerpiece, but I don't do earth tones, then don't pick that as your color. It's pretty simple. So you can maybe get some of these same pieces, but don't do the color that's the earth tones. So I'm going to show you how you can change this. And normally I kind of have this sitting either on her coffee table if she has a coffee table. It's not usually the place where I turn my not best side to show you. But I'm going to take those things away, and I'm going to keep these same 2 pieces because I love these 2 pieces. So I've got the Bubble Glass Hurricane here, which is a fun piece by itself because you can change what's in the bottom of it through the seasons. I don't have anything in the bottom right now, but I'm just going to show you a different color. And, of course, I forgot to grab my spreader. I saw it over here and then
She is
forgot
adorable.
to grab it. So we're going to do some kind of bright summery colors. So I've got this that I'm going to put underneath it now. And then for the greens, I'm going to use 2 of our green pins, which I love these
I
pins.
have that one.
Just kind of
That
fluff
came
them
in
up a
my
little bit
starter.
and stick those in
Got the
there.
gold one with the buttons.
And then I'm going to use my flower, because I love this flower, and change the candle. Isn't that pretty? And it's summery. And then you can do the same thing when summer's over, just change the colors a little bit. So, and then for like your accessories, that's when you can add the things to the walls. We've got beautiful sconces. I mean, there are just so many different ways that you can enhance your roof. Okay, let's do number 10.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. That's what it says. So we are going to wrap it up, and how are they going to wrap it up?
Ask Tammy anything you're still curious about. Double ticket.
So now they get to ask me anything they're still curious about. So I just want to make sure all their questions are answered. If they have any questions, ask me now, because they'll get 2 tickets per question. So again, I open it up to, and if they need prompting, I'll say you can ask me about the products, about the host plan, or about my job. So usually I get 2 or 3 more questions here. A lot of times I'll ask about the guarantee, so I tell them about the guarantee. Just whatever they ask, I'll answer. And then we do the drawing. I collect all the tickets with the names. So we'll do the drawing, and then I usually set up in her dining room or kitchen, depending on where she has a table. And I'll say, look through the catalog. Obviously, if you have more questions while you're shopping, let me know. But when you're ready to go, bring up your order form and folder to me one at a time, and I'll sit down and figure that out for you and go from there. So that's my demo.
Great job.
It's pretty simple, right? We have a couple minutes for questions. I saw a hand here. Yes.
Would you repeat number 7?
You know what? As far as the cards go, I talked to Melissa. She's going to post those on the website.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So it's just a Word document.
Okay,
And you
perfect.
print it front and back, and you have 10
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
You said that you focus on a higher ticket sales.
Yes.
What do you do? Do you do anything in particular?
I didn't hear the
Okay,
question.
she asked about.
Focus on a
looks
higher
like there's
ticket
people coming over
sales.
the next one, but we're finishing up here. So she asked about increasing show average, because I do have a fairly good show average. So this is what I do at my shows, but I'm going to say the biggest thing that I feel like I do to really boost the show average is, number 1, I get guest lists for every party that I do, so I can mail out invitations.
Mm-hmm.
And number 2, when I'm coaching my new hostesses, I coach her to put 40 names and addresses on the list. So don't just give her a blank
Do they
thing
have
and
guest
say,
list for us?
invite
Oh,
as
yeah.
many as you can.
That didn't
Because
come
their
on our
definition of
supplies.
as many as they can might
Yeah,
be 15 people.
I have the document.
And if they
It's a
only invite
document.
15 people, there's only going to be 3 there. So put a number on it. Put 40 on it. If they hesitate, which most of the time they don't, because I'm just telling her invite 40 people. It's just a matter of fact. But if they hesitate and say I don't think I know 40 people, then I say, okay, list everybody that you know of, and then I give her a memory jogger, which just lists different categories of people. So list everybody that you know. If you don't come up with 40, then refer to this memory jogger and see how many more you can add. And most of my lists get close to 40, if not more.
You get them to send your guest list back. Do they mail it to these things?
Most of my guest lists come by email now.
Email. Okay.
Yeah. I do give them the option of mailing it. They can either mail it or email it to me, but almost all of them come by email. And in order for Heather to get the booking credit, it has to be to me before Heather and I close her party.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are Heather's friend and you're booking the party, do you want her to get the credit? Yeah. So are you going to go home and do it? Yeah.
How do you respond when they really just want to do Facebook?
I say I don't do them, and I can't give Heather the credit with a Facebook party.
So they have to give you
They have to give me a list. Yeah.
When you publish your cards, can you publish what's on your label on the front of your folder? I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
I took it. Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
There's one
welcome.
on the back too.
I have a question. On your drawing, do you just do one drawing?
I just do one
Or
drawing.
do you draw from like the new stuff or the cute stuff?
Oh, it's
or-
usually, she's asking what I give for door prizes. I usually go into my basement storeroom and say, what do I feel like getting rid of today?
Yeah.
So it might be, it's never anything that's, it's never anything as big as a runner. It might be like if I got an extra florals for something, it might be a floral, it might be a candle, it might be, I used a lot of those little wooden signs.
Something in the outlet, maybe?
Something from the outlet, check the outlet sale, check the show incentives. Just don't spend a lot of money on it, but it's just, they like doing things. It's just having
Do
something.
you do the drawing before all the orders are in?
Yes,
not
I do. I do it
after?
right at the end of the presentation.
Okay.
Do you guys have any other questions?
Do you find that more people are wanting to just either text or email the invite versus the hard copy?
Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing that as much as anybody else, but I just won't do it. I've done it, and every time I've done it, it's come around to bite me.
They're saying, I don't know their address. You don't know where.
Oh, if they don't know their addresses, I do this. This is what I do. Because you will get this a lot. Well, I don't know any of my friends' addresses. I tell them, go home, send out a mass text or email, whatever you do, and say, I'm having a party in a few weeks. Don't give them the exact date, because all of a sudden you'll be hearing, well, I can't come that day anyways. And then she's going to be like, well, nobody can come, and blah, blah, blah. So just say, I'm having a party in a few weeks, and I want to mail you an invitation. What's your address? And if they're texters, they will text it back in a second. They'll get those addresses within a day.
You don't have a problem in taking it up for you?
Nope.
That's the biggest change in the space.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you set up hostess events for your parties on Facebook?
Do I do what?
Set up hostess events?
Oh, yes,
for
you
parties?
can set up Facebook events.
Okay.
And I'm all for that, but that cannot
That's all
be.
Secondary, it's secondary.
A reminder,
Yes.
save the date, whatever.
I think we're done now. I have no place to go, so I'll collect my phone. I'll stand. If you guys have other questions, or if you see me sometime this week,
just
or
stay here for the
today or
next
tomorrow,
workshop.
feel free to
And
pull
then
me
we can
aside
go
and
to
say,
leadership.
just ask me whatever you need to know. But thanks for coming. And